Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow. 25, 25 the left.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 24, check 24.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
50. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rush in. Check hot route. Hot. 43's
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 5-0! Omaha, ready, move! 43 is the mic. Bandit.
Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Bring it. Check 37. Check 37.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Stafford. And James has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big run there by Johnson. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
21. Ready, hot, to the middle, let's go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Allison. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Watch the pass. Shoot. Hey,
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yellow. That's a lot, 51. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight up there.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Shift. Big 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Stafford on 3rd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. From the 29, Mahomes buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Take four.
Come on. Delta.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down at Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 44.
You draw corkers.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Safety's creeping.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey. Motion.
Now it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, Lou, lady.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell easy.
Protein spill. Check 20.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there. A first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Mahomes, complete to Washington, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, 15.
I got you. 80 weapon.
Yellow.
Baby, you gonna get this. You're all right.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check 31.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's what I'm talking about.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Monday.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Based on travel.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard
line.
To throw is Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Stafford down. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Easy. 43 is the mark. 7. Check. 43.
Again, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 4th-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Geronimo Allison. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, wahoo!
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Now Stafford. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Stafford.
Give me some. Give me some.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Check. Lucky.
Got some room at the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Baby, let's go.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
43 is the mic.
Stafford on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming.
To throw again. Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Protein spill.
Mike 43.
Alert.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Wide 70!
Get wide.
To throw on third down. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey.
Motion.
11. Hey, Delta.
Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Williams. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
4 yards on the pickup.
Yellow.
2nd and 6 at the 23.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.